is already on, should've already known. Act accordingly, you're in wrong. Ain't got a never head, gotta get my cone. Don't smoke, but I still stay stoned. Ain't high on cheap and Buddha. I'm high on thinking, Lord, praise you, Jesus, hallelujah. Yeah, and we call this soldier worship, what's it to you? When I hear him say, well done, not depart from me, I never knew you. That's why I put my heart, mind, and soul in each and every song. You say I'm doing music, I say I'm dropping bombs. I declare war is on and popping and stopping is not enough, and so there's nothing that we need to discuss. We call this the takeover, be careful, cause all your friends and family may already be rolling with us. And soon and very soon, it ain't long, but Jesus is gonna come and take us home. You're running out of minutes like a cell phone, and if you are just showing up, look here, I am already gone. I'm already gone. I'm already gone. I'm off in a zone. I'm already gone. I'm already gone. I'm already gone. I'm already gone. I'm off in a zone. I'm already gone. The enemy's a coward and I see his knees are knocking. Just because you're yelling on the track don't mean the train is stopping. You can even join us, step aside or get rolled over. I see the curtains closing, show's over. Gotta let that light shine brighter than a supernova. Days getting darker, nights getting colder, but I'm the type to tread on the cobra and take authority over the 31st of October.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to 2025. And I tell you what, it's a good day to be alive. All right. Welcome to 2025, y'all. This is Dr. Joe Blake here. Welcome to the On Point Podcast. It's a new year. It's a new day. And it is time to learn. And get ready. New hat here. Like this hat. Taking this off here. I tell you, this is a new year. A new way to spend our day. Put my little hat here. You can see it there. New time, new way to spend our day. Got some great information for this year. Our theme for the year is let adversity create opportunities, because they're all on the news. You watch YouTube and all that good stuff. They're talking about how rough this is going to be this year. And I look at it and I always say, man, let adversity create opportunities. When they're talking about what's going to happen, how it's going to be, whatever. It's opportunity time. That's all I can say. It's opportunity time. Whenever the tough times come, it's all they're saying is like, it's opportunity. It's time to take advantage of what's going to happen. You use it for the best. Use it for the greatest. So what I'm going to share with you today is kind of like the first phase of it. Next week I'm going to finish it up. Well, not really finish it up. Get another phase for it, and then we'll begin a series with legacy, legacy as well. So let's begin with here. All right, the Wealth Builder Blueprint. So what's coming is an opportunity to look at those financial opportunities that are just waiting for us in 2025. They're waiting for us to capitalize on it. They're waiting for us to really jump on it and be able to just take. I mean, really, they're coming, and so it is up to us to really to capitalize on it. So um, let's really get into it here. All right. So what's out there ready for us to take advantage of it? What's ready for us to get out there and look and really capitalize on it? Let's talk about some of those things. All right. So here we see that. Do you find that sometimes you feel like you're missing out on financial opportunities that happen because of, I don't know, many were hardworking individuals. We have families. We also feel like something we missed out on things that are happening. Sometimes we're spending things. We never really find out how we build wealth because of what's happening. We miss it sometimes. We talk about we miss out on success because we don't know the rules of financial success because we feel like they're hidden from us. We don't know it. We kind of miss it. We don't know what's hidden. I was speaking to a gentleman yesterday, and he said he was talking to some folks in Scottsdale. He was asking them about how do you feel? How did you build your wealth? And they was like, well, it was like they was hiding from him. Didn't want to tell him what was going on, and he felt it, but he didn't want to tell him how it was happening. So you kind of sometimes when you ask someone, they're in Scottsdale, they got this well, but they didn't want to tell them how they got there, So you kind of feel stuck. You're working hard, and you're not seeing so much progress. You got a good career, got a good career and everything, but you feel stuck. So as I continue my research, because I'm always reading, I'm always writing. That's just how I am. That's what I do. So I found out so simple, a modeled approach to uncovering these things, and I always like to share what I know and how I grow with others. So in this podcast, I'm going to share with you what I call to help us thrive in 2025 and beyond. All right, and this model, I'm going to put it on the screen here, but this model is a way to view it. I like models more than steps because steps are a simple way, a single loop learning, but a model is double loop learning. Because double loop learning gives you a way to look at it, and then you can take that model approach. Single loop learning just is different. It doesn't change your behavior. Just give you steps. Model helps you create the learning process. So this is the model approach. Look at it. There's myths. So this is the Wealth Builder Blueprint. Yeah, myths. You want to break up the myths. There's a mechanics to it, and then there's a maintenance that you have with it. So break the myths. There's mechanics that you have to follow, and then there's maintenance that you follow. That way you break the myths, mechanics, and then there's the maintenance. So that way you have that model going on, and that's the blueprint that you have for understanding how the wealth building process works as a whole. Okay, now let's get into it. All right, so let's debunk some of the big misconceptions that hold people back from building wealth. One, you need to be rich to build wealth. No, I mean, now some people inherit wealth. They inherited it. I mean, somebody else did it for them before they got it. So the truth that wealth building begins with the habits that you form, not the size of your paycheck. So to build wealth, you have to have habits first to help you build it. If you received it from inheritance, I mean, somebody else had the habits first, and to keep it, you need to have those healthy habits built in. Sometimes if you don't have the habits already built in, as you get the wealth, it's gone. because you didn't have those habits built into you. And you'll see that sometimes if someone inherits some wealth and the next thing you know, they blow it and it's gone already because they didn't have those principles put inside of them from the parent. So, but you have to have those small, consistent actions that compound over time. And if you don't have them, that's why in one generation you can have the wealth, the next generation loses it because they didn't transfer that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, those habits they need to have put in place to keep the wealth. And that's how it happens. All right. The next point. Sometimes people think that investing is too risky for the average person to get. They say it's too risky. Uh, uh, no risk, no reward. For one, you don't take no risk, you ain't gonna get no reward. The truth about it is that it's more about accessibility and how to manage it. So even though those that win modest gains and incomes with the proper knowledge, tools, and understanding strategies, you can win. All right. So it's no risk, no reward. So you gotta risk is just managing it, understanding that there's risk you need to take, but you have to understand the risk that you're taking. And when you understand the risk that you're taking, then it's not really a risk because you manage it. Like I was a firefighter, so I knew there's certain types of certain occurrences of fire. I'm not going in that building. There's certain things that we see and certain things we understand. No, we ain't going in there. You see certain signs and symptoms of a fire building, and no, I ain't going in there because there's no need for me to go in that building if that building's going to collapse on him or it's going to collapse on us because I'm not going. And one, I ain't going in there by myself. I got to have a team with me. There's certain things we do that you manage the risk. You're not going to do something that's going to cause you and your fellow crew to be victims. It's just doesn't happen because you're not going to be a victim. You're gonna take yourself in there. You'll be a victim, and you got victims already in there. So there's certain risks you take, and you just don't take them for no reason. You can't create a victim of yourself, and also have victims in there as well. It's things you have to manage and ensure that are correct before you put yourself in a situation that's not good. Now, but that's training you have to go through, and that's where you have the knowledge, the tools, and the strategies to make sure you have to break that before you get yourself in a position to start investing and understanding there's different steps and procedures you have to go through. So you got to break the myths. Mechanics. So the mechanics with it when you look at wealth building. Here's a blueprint that's broken into actionable steps. Here comes the steps out of it, but again, this is part of the model. Evaluate your financial baseline. Monitor the income for like 30 days, where the money is going. That way you have to make sure where your money is coming in and where the money is coming out. There's different ways you can do that. You can use the digital way. There's different digital apps that you can actually use. There's spreadsheets you can use. And you have to monitor your money at some point. Identify where the money is going unnoticed. You got to do that. Develop a clear and honest understanding of your financial health. You got to know where your bills are at. You got to know where the money's coming in. You got to track it. You got to be able to identify where those funds are at. Because if you don't, money can be going out. You don't even know it. But you got to catch it. Develop a clear picture, an honest picture of where your funds are going at. That's the first step. Second step, have measures, practical measures. Write down your top financial goals for 2025. Where you want to go at. You want to pay off $5,000 worth of debt. You want to invest $10,000. Have $10,000 set aside. Do that. Now, with the projected way the economy is going to go, it depends on where you're going. And once you pay your debt off, and they're talking about the economy is going to make these adjustments. Now, when they say the economy is going to make the adjustment, the stocks are going this way or that way. Yeah. Now, if they're saying, the market is going to crash, you know what that says? That means it's going to be a major sale. Major sale. Stocks crash, that means sale. So if you have cash, you're waiting for that sale to hit. So you can say, all those stocks going to be on sale. I'm going to wait till the sale gets this major dip and buy them. So when you got cash and you waiting for that, you're saying, go ahead, do your thing, because it's going to be a sale. You want that to occur. That's a chance for you to really buy it up. So you want that to happen. So let it do it. Let it go to work for you. That's what I'm saying. Let adversity create opportunities. So whatever they're saying, like, oh, the cars, no, they're not selling cars. You waiting for your brand, you waiting for your opportunity to get a nice car. Them car price, those car prices go boom, and you're like, ha ha, there's my car right there. Boom, you got cash. Whew. Yeah, that's what it. Let adversity create opportunity. All right, let's take a step. Third step, leverage technology. Automate your savings. Invest monthly. Do it on a monthly basis. There's different apps now. I'm not I'm not saying these are the best ones. I'm just giving you examples of ones. I'm not saying they all. Those are examples of different ways you can save and invest. You can use E-Trade is another one that you can look at. Use different ways to use apps to help you automate things. When you automate it, it makes it simpler because you ain't got. It's not like you have to sit there and it's automatically done for you. Set up notifications for spendings through your investment opportunities. That way you can monitor on your phone. You can just click it up and look at it and everything. It makes life a little bit easier. You don't have to worry about statements in the mail. Sometimes you can just do it electronically. Makes it more quicker. If something happens, you can just go bam, and it makes it straight for you automatically. Leverage technology. Technology is here to stay. It's not going away. So you got to get yourself in a position where you use technology to your advantage. Use the system. Don't let the system use you. Use the system for your benefit, your well-being. But just don't let the system use you. That's how. One of the practices that I shared with my kids as they were growing up too. Use the system. Don't let the system use you. So if it's there, use it for your benefit. Use backup passcodes, two-step verifications, whatever it may be, so nobody can get into your stuff. But use the system. Just don't let the system use you. All right, 4, 5, and 6. Diversify your income streams. If you have different income streams, there's like 4 or 5 different ways to get money. 4 to 5 different ways of money to come into you. Do that. If you just got a job, you are handicapping yourself. There's just a job coming in. You lose that job, that's your only source of income, you're getting jacked. As soon as they say, see ya, that's the only way you got income coming in, you're hurting yourself. Diversify your income. Your money coming in from consulting. Start up selling products online. There's different ways you can sell products online. Invest in stocks that pay you dividends, or invest other investments pay you dividends. Properties, Airbnbs. If you sell properties, do that. Have multiple ways the money comes into you. Outside of just, you got your job, that could be your main stick, but have other ways the money comes into you. Tax advantage savings and things like that. You got 401ks, IRAs, set aside different accounts so you can have your money grow for you. You got to be able to have that maximized for you. Be able to have funds coming in. Hold up here. Got a little battery issue going on. There you go. All right. Okay. So take advantage of those credits and align your financial plans with those tax advantage accounts and things. Build long-term investment savings. Long-term investment strategies. They start with putting funds in that have dividends accelerated and compounding growth. So when you invest over time, you want that compounding growth to kick in for you. That's where your money makes money on top of the money that stays on top of that money. That's rule of 72. I shared that before too. That's that compounding growth, especially over long term. When you're young, it really works for you big time. If you start investing when you're 20, 25, man, it is just like phenomenal what you'd have at the end. Now, when you're 58, you don't have that many times with a double. You should have started way back when, But if you were 25 and you ain't paying attention, man, when you're 58 years old, oh my God, I was trying to pay attention. Yeah. That's why the 58-year-olds telling y'all better put something aside. You better do it, man. You better do it. You're 25. You ain't got hopefully you ain't got no kids yet or something like that. Put it aside. Because when you're 58, you got to put a boatload aside to get that same amount of money. Now, if you're 58, you can still do it, Because by that age, you're probably making some good cash. You just need to stock a chunk of it away. That's all. Set a chunk away, and the money can grow. Especially right now, man. When the market does this thing, you can buy a whole lot. You can buy a lot. It still works. Either way, still works. But you got to be prepared for it. You got to be ready, steady. You got to be ready, steady. Nothing wrong with being old. Nothing wrong with being. I mean, if you're old and or you broke, you can kind of catch up. Just got to catch it. But if you're old and broke, straight tragedy. Straight tragedy. But you gotta work one way or another. You gotta let adversity create opportunities for you. That's the thing. The adversity create an opportunity, and then take advantage of it. You can't just sit down and pity, and you gotta work. All right, the maintenance part. Now you start building that wealth. Here's how you sustain that progress. Stay consistent. It's not built overnight. It's systematically created over time. So you got to trust the process. The income grows. Resist the urge to go out there and buy some other stuff with it. Take a little that income that grows, set it aside. Keep educating yourself. Listen to the podcast here with Dr. Blake. Listen to the information that's shared. I'll continue to grab some guests to bring on so you can hear information from them. Stay informed about the market. You can watch CNBC, listen to other podcasts that may talk about finances. At the same time, when you listen to the podcast, just like you eat fish, you eat the meat, go over the bone. So what's a bone? And if they say something, you go, that doesn't sound right. That's a bone. Put that bone away. It may not be for you, maybe somebody else, but not you. So be mindful for it, right? Because knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Knowledge gets you stronger. Knowledge makes you get to have that extra information that gets it in there and makes you want to go and do it. Get that knowledge. Get that information. And then once you get it, use it. You just can't get the information here and say, oh, I got it now. Yeah. Do something with it. Don't just hold on to it. Do something with the information. You got it. Go use it. All right. Knowledge is power. Makes you. Oh man. Knowledge. Oh, calm down. Calm down. Knowledge is power. It really is. Knowledge is power. All right. So that's the maintenance side of it. Maintenance. Okay. So troubleshooting, financial inequality. So I'm telling you to save enough. Focus on automating your savings. I'm nervous about investing. Start small, and then work your way up. Start with $50, and then you go $50, man. You can go to man. You can get some meal at McDonald's, man. It costs $50, man. You can go over here, Starbucks, and go to town. Start small, work your way up. Unexpected expenses keep derailing you. Yeah, unexpected. So that's why you got to put aside like 6 to 9 months of your income set aside. So if emergencies happen, then water tanks go out. Doggone showers, you need to get those fixed. Man, that goes out. I had to fix my shower, man. Shower. Man, get that fixed. That costs a little cash too. You're like, man, how much for the shower? What? Oh my goodness, man. A broken shower costs money. Things happen. You better have that emergency fund set aside, man. Because it costs money to get that bad boy fixed. So you never know. You gotta have that unexpected expenses. You have those funds set aside because you need to get it fixed. It needs to get fixed. Just how it is. So that financial inequity, the unequal distribution of income and opportunity between different groups of society. So that's the inequity side of there. So the distribution of income and opportunities between different groups is not equal. So that unequal is a $400 repair could be devastating to different groups. So, you have a repair that costs $450 for one group of people. $450 repair could be devastating, especially if it's around Christmas. $450, you got to repair something around Christmas time. It's like, oh my God, $450. If others like $450, well, gotta get it done. For others, so you got to be mindful of it. You got to be mindful So you got to troubleshoot those areas. So you fix it. All right. So the conclusion to the whole matter is it is about working harder, but working smarter. Not working harder, work smarter. Imagine where money works for you, and you working too hard for it. So the time is to act now, not later. Act now. Build your wealth today, and thank God, and for tomorrow. And again, as I was saying throughout the whole presentation here, let adversity create opportunity. Let adversity create opportunity. So you're going to be hearing stuff on the news. They're talking about how bad it's going to be. This is going to crash. That's going to happen. War over here. All that adversity just create opportunity. All that adversity just going to create opportunity. Now, next week, I'm going to talk about all the future financial concerns that are out there, and these are some of the concerns that are out there. And I'll go into more detail next week. All that is telling us is that we need to let adversity create opportunities for us. That's all that's saying. Let adversity create opportunities. Now, the information I shared today, that is in this pamphlet here, and you can actually go on my website. That was scrolling at the bottom. There's Action on Financial Literacy. You can go to my website and download this for $1, and you'll have that on hand for yourself, and you can just read it and refer back to it for your own benefit. So go to my website is www.actionablefinancialliteracy.com, and you can download this piece here, and it's only $1, and you can have this for your own reading on your own. Okay, so go to the website, download it for $1. All right. So here again, this is the second edition of my trilogy, Building Financial Legacy. You can scan that. You can get this book here. Now, when you get it from a website, you download it here. You get it. I can sign it and send it off to you. We're going to start learning on this book towards the middle of this month. I'll start teaching lessons on this particular book here and build it into a class where you can then take it online and get that. And then here, please like and subscribe to the podcast. I do ask that at some point that you join the membership for the podcast. It's $25 monthly. Helps me keep things going. Keeps the podcast alive, and I get more information for us, more resources, and get some more guests online for us. You can download the app there. The app is comparison to everything. It is a companion with all the systems that we have here. You can get the podcast on the app. You can also get some of the resources on the app as well, and it just helps the whole on point feature just grow. Okay, so with that, this has been Dr. Joe Blake here with the On Point Podcast. And I always like to say, stay tuned, stay informed, and stay on point. Have a great afternoon. I hope this has been good for you, and I hope you learned some good things, and we'll see you again next week.